It's a Friday night in 2020 and me and my friends were about to hop on PlayStation and our only concern was if we were going to get a win on Fortnite that day. Or Warzone, Call of Duty Warzone, whatever we felt like playing. And I remember we'd never even really win, ever, but it was still so fun. Very next day, we'd hop on bikes, go to the nearest park, go down hills, go on jumps, all that stupid shit. Then after the bike ride, we'd go home, play video games, and that was my routine every single day the summer of 2020. Life was so peak. I did not think at the time that it could be better than that. If I could just do that routine for the rest of my life at the time, I thought my life would be complete. There was no stressing about work, no stressing about girls, none of that. The only thing there was bike rides and video games. Life could not get better than this. But then high school came around, and oh boy, this was a turning point for me. Back then, I would put all my self-worth on what others thought about me. And then going into high school, I was told that grades were important. You know, I was told that if you don't get good grades, you won't get a good job. And if you don't get a good job, you won't be successful in life. So I put all my self-worth on that as well. First day of high school, I was put into D set, which is basically the lowest set in every single subject. And plus, I did not talk to anyone at school, you know, because everyone was all new going into high school. I would not talk to anyone sitting next to me. I wouldn't interact in class. I wouldn't put my hand up, never raise my voice, because I didn't have the confidence to do any of that. And my anxiety was that bad anyway at that point. So I'd go home each day, upset, depressed. How could I have turned to this so fast? I knew something needed to change. So later on that year, my parents basically forced me to join this climbing gym, because at that point I was just going to school, coming back to home and just playing video games. That was all I'd do. So I'd go to this climbing gym and I get put into this sort of junior club with 4 other people my age, and we are basically forced to talk to each other. And bro, as a skinny, awkward kid that just played video games all the time, this did not work out well for me the first time. But I kept coming back. I went once a week, then I went 2 times a week, then I went 3 times a week. Then I started going every day, slowly building up those social skills. Until eventually, I wasn't just talking to the kids in this club that was going on. I was talking to people outside the club. You know, I actually felt like I had a purpose now. I actually felt like I could work towards something every single day. Then I found the gym, and then I actually started studying for my subjects. I actually got out of that bottom set I was in. And now I'm working on social media, you know, I'm working on growing this YouTube channel. And looking back at the start of high school now, I realised why I was so upset. I realised why I was so depressed, anxious, because I had no goals, no ambition, and no purpose. So, of course, instead of worrying about those goals, that purpose, I'm worrying about what other people think of me. I'm worrying about my grades. Point is, it's because I didn't have anything significant to work towards in my life. That's exactly why I was worrying about all the stupid shit. That thing which you really resonate with, which brings out a lot of emotion inside of you, is exactly what you should be doing right now. I want you to pursue this thing no matter what anyone else thinks. Because if you start worrying about the thing you're really passionate about, you'll stop caring about the things that don't actually matter in your life. Or at least you'll stop worrying about them a lot less, because you'll be focused on your goals, you'll be focused on your purpose that you have. That is the key to happiness, or at least that's what I've learned so far in my life. But if you don't know what you should be working towards, if you don't know what your purpose is just yet, I want that to change after this video. And it doesn't necessarily have to be your grades at school, it doesn't necessarily have to be the gym. It's just whatever you are most passionate about. It's just whatever you resonate with the most. That's what you should be doing right now. And that is one of the keys to actually being fulfilled and happy in this life. Or from at least what I've learned. So yeah, I hope this video helps someone. See ya.